Hi everyone, we're back and it's now time to do my nighttime skincare routine for 2025. Now, as you guys know, marami akong iba't ibang skincare na tinetest throughout the year for you guys. And so, kailangan ko ng parang base or core skincare routine so I can also be consistent in achieving yung mga personal skincare concerns and skin goals ko naman. So, as someone na oily and acne prone pa rin with some extra skin concerns for the sign of aging because I am turning 30 this 2025, ito yung routine ko, and just so you guys know, this is part 2 already of a series na ginawa ko because before this video, ginawa ko yung daytime routine ko naman for 2025. So if you haven't seen that, panoorin nyo muna yun. But anyway, with that being said, let's begin with our nighttime routine for 2025. Right, so first step ng routine natin, meron ako nakalagay na tinted sunscreen and concealer ngayon sa face ko because galing akong shoot. So let's remove that first with a good cleansing balm. And right now, I'm actually super loving this cleansing balm na ipapakita ko sa inyo. Actually, never ko pa siya napakita sa channel na to, but this is currently a new obsession of mine. It's from the brand House of Her, and it's their purifying cleansing balm. Now, I'm gonna be very straightforward with you guys. The number one or the main reason why I really love this cleansing balm is because pag gusto mong kumuha ng product, ang gagawin mo lang is hindi mo na kailangan kumuha ng spatula para kunin yung product. Iti-twist mo lang siya na ganito and meron ng product na lalabas. Ang galing, di ba? Sobrang convenient. But another thing that you might notice is yung texture nito is a little bit different from the usual na cleansing balm texture because this is what they call a sherbet na texture rather than yung usual parang balm na nakikita natin talaga. And another thing I really like about this balm is kapag in-apply mo na siya sa face, yung feeling niya talaga. Now, alam kong pag tumingin kayo sa social media, there are different types of cleansing balms na may ganitong packaging, yung parang iikutin mo lang tas lalabas na siya automatically. Aside from this one, meron din yung isang color green. I think that's from the brand Dr. Althea. Hindi ko lang siya kinuha because medyo mas mahal siya by a few hundreds. Tapos yung orange naman na version is from the brand Sunduk Jeju. Yun ata yung parang nag-viral talaga na cleansing balm na may ganong dispenser. Pero hindi ko kasi sure kung yung mga nakikita ko online is yung parang authentic version nun kasi parang masyado siyang mura. Parang nakikita ko online 300 to 500 yung price. Eh yung price nun parang starting at 600 plus na nakita ko sa official store. So para lang iwas ng fake basically. Now fun fact lang for you guys, this brand is actually Korean-Indonesian owned kasi ang owner nito is si Sunny Dahin. Hindi ko alam kung kilala niyo siya, but she's a very popular Korean-Indonesian YouTuber. And feeling ko since from Indonesia siya, syempre diba mga Southeast Asian countries, one thing we have in common talaga is yung malagkit na climate natin, very hot and humid. That's why I feel like she made this product with oily Southeast Asian skin in mind. And they do say na yung infusion of wild strawberry extract, cherry extract, and vitamin 3 extract might help a little bit with excess oil. Honestly, hindi pa ganun kalakas yung studies dito when you look at them. But I guess, nice to have na rin siya sa formulation na to. But all in all, again, if I'm gonna be very straightforward with you, binili ko lang talaga to because ang ganda ng twisting mechanism niya. Kasi mas prefer ko naman talaga ang cleansing balm kesa sa cleansing oil kasi less potential siyang kumalat. Yun ang minsan tamad akong gamitin yung spatula tapos kukunin ko pa yung product. Pero ngayon, perfect na talaga. Sana magkaganito tayo sa Pilipinas in 2025. As in, sobrang manifesting na kung mga local brands, please, I'm begging you. But anyway, I think we are good with this. So I'm just gonna wash this off and let's move to our next product. Alright, I'm back and as usual, I kept my face na basa pa rin because we're going straight to our next step sa double cleanse na to, which is our foam cleanser. And walang nagbago, I'm still using the same cleanser for my daytime routine. It's the Sol Apothecary Gentle Salicylic Acid Cleanser. And yes, I do use this day and night. After sabihin ng derma ko sa akin na pwede naman if kaya ng skin mo na gamitin mo yung salicylic acid cleanser 2 times a day. And kaya din naman ng skin ko, so para hindi na ako papalit-palit ng cleanser para hindi na confusing. this is what I decided to put in my nighttime routine as well. Alam niyo na why I really love this cleanser, diba? Instant foam thanks to this very nice foam pump. And honestly, very satisfying talaga ang double cleanse when you use a salicylic acid, the gentle foam cleanser pa, because you really feel na natatakal talaga yung excess oil ng skin mo without feeling na sobrang dry or parang sobrang natanggal yung mga natural oils ng skin mo after you wash it off. Especially after a really long day, lalong-lalo na kunyari pumunta kayo outdoors, nag-commute kayo. Diba yung parang nausukan ka sa mukha, sobrang haggard mo na, a really nice foam cleanser with salicylic acid is just very satisfying. Especially since, alam nyo na, it unclogs your pores of not just the excess oil but also yung dead skin cells, dirt. Kaya talaga very nice siya. So, I just leave this on for around 60 seconds to help the product absorb sa skin. And as you can see, medyo nawawala na yung foam. And before pa tayo ma-overtime, iwa-wash off ko na to. So, be right back ulit. Alright, so I am just now towel drying my face. Medyo basa-basa pa yung buhok ko. Pero parang ganda yung effect niya. Parang wet look. Wow! Ano to yung wet look? But anyway, move na tayo to our next step in this routine, which are actually my brightening serums. Now, sa rotation ko, these are my top 2 favorites. And again, hindi ko to pinagsasabay and you don't need 2 brightening serums. Ako lang to personally as someone who tests a lot of products. And also, ako personally, I just choose one sa dalawang to depending on how my skin currently feels. So, let me explain. So, most of the time, ang ginagamit ko talaga is itong L'Oreal Glycolic Bright Anti-Dark Spot Serum. And alam nyo, out of all the dark spot serums talaga sa market, ito yung sobrang gustong-gusto ko talaga. Kahit meron siyang fragrance, I was really willing to overlook that kasi talaga for me, the technology of this product is so good. And as you guys know, sa mga nanonood ng mga videos ko, especially this year, yung best dark spots video ko for 2024, this was my top option. The reason being, sobrang well thought out kasi talaga yung formulation nito since it has an ingredient to address each stage ng pag-form ng dark spots sa skin natin. So, nakalagay na siya actually dito sa label. Makikita nyo. This one actually has 0.5% of an ingredient that they call Melasil. Medyo mahaba yung parang original name niya. Medyo mahirap i-pronounce. So, let's just call it Melasil. And what that basically does is it prevents the production ng excess dark pigments sa skin natin. This also has 6 to 7% niacinamide, around that range. Hindi nila dinidisclose yung exact. And what that just does is it prevents the dark pigment from reaching yung top layer ng skin natin. And for those dark spots na umakyat na talaga sa pinaka-top na layer ng skin mo, this has 0.5% to 1% glycolic acid to address that at a dosage na pwede mong ipang everyday. Kasi itong serum na to, pwede mo siya talaga gamitin everyday or every night in the case of my skincare routine. Now, the only time na hindi ko to ginagamit is kapag nagiging mega sensitive yung skin ko from my acne medications. Kasi as you guys know, meron nga tong fragrance. And of course, sometimes kapag very irritated yung skin mo, yung fragrance can kind of like, you know, irritate your skin even more. And also because this has glycolic acid, kahit na ba sabihin mo na very small amount, that can contribute kung very sensitive yung skin mo. So that's just something to watch out for kung very sensitive yung skin mo. Pero kung hindi ka naman sobrang sensitive sa fragrance, actually, swerte ka kasi talaga wala kang iisipin sa serum na to. Just the technology that's working on your dark spots. But on days na, let's say, medyo nagiging irritated nga yung skin ko and I need something that's more gentle and also fragrance-free, this is what I would use instead. Local alternative siya, it's the Zoom Out Dark Spot Correcting Serum from the local brand Noah. And for those actively watching my videos, again, baka nakita nyo na to doon sa Best Filipino Serums na video ko. This, for me, is really the more affordable na alternative nung L'Oreal natin kanina. Of course, syempre, medyo mas maganda pa rin yung technology ng L'Oreal. It's more advanced, as in ilang years talaga spinend nila to, you know, make this Melasil technology happen. But this one makes it more suitable for sensitive skin with gentler, slower acting ingredients. Now, to clarify, hindi naman necessarily masama porket slower yung ingredient. That actually means that the ingredient is more compatible to skin na either irritated, sensitized, or in general, sensitive lang talaga yung skin mo. So, kapag ganun yung skin type mo, mas beneficial siya actually. Now, ang gamit nila ditong blend of ingredients, let's start with the first one, alpha-arbutin, which is the one that works sa deepest layer ng dark spot formation. And then they have 3% niacinamide, again, to prevent the dark spot from moving sa upper layer ng skin. And then for yung exfoliant ingredient niya, ang gamit nila instead of glycolic acid is actually PHA or polyhydroxy hydroxy acid. If I'm not mistaken, yung specific ingredient, kung gusto mo siya hanapin sa ingredients list, it's called gluconolactone. So basically, gluconolactone or PHAs, however you want to call it, it's a much gentler exfoliant. It works very similarly sa mga AHAs natin. It works on the top layer of your skin to remove yung formation of dark spots. But again, mas slower siya mag-work and it's more, parang mas dinevelop siya for more sensitive skin types. So definitely, mas sensitive skin friendly siya, especially since fragrance-free nga din to. And I'll show you the texture as well. So ingat lang tayo sa pump, baka tumalsik. Has a very watery serum consistency. Again, like I said, kapag Filipino serums, you can really trust that they're very lightweight and fast absorbing on the skin. And surprisingly, parang yung mga Filipino dark spot serums nga, sila pa yung mas maraming options na fragrance-free. So I think baka yung mga foreign brands pa nga yung may dapat matutunan sa local skincare scene natin. Pero since hindi naman sobrang sensitive ng skin ko, I am sticking with the L'Oreal serum. As you guys saw, yun nga yung ginamit ko sa routine na to. But if you do want a more in-depth review of this, check nyo na lang yung best Filipino serums na video ko. I'll link it sa i-button. Alright, moving on to our next step. Ito naman is another very important step sa nighttime routine ko. Before I use any other actives sa routine, actually, ditong part na ako gumagamit or naglalagay ng moisturizer. Now, for those who don't know, kapag malakas yung actives na gamit mo sa skincare routine mo, if you want to prevent yung side effect nila na irritation, it can help if you use your moisturizer first before using yung mga matatapang mo na actives para again, mas mabagal yung absorption nila sa skin. So again, dito niyo nakikita na, faster is not always necessarily better. Minsan kapag slower yung pag-absorb ng mga actives, it's actually more beneficial. In the sense na hindi na-irritate or nagda-dry sobra yung skin nyo. So makikita nyo mamaya kung ano yung mga actives na gamit ko, but as for my moisturizer, this is the one I'm currently using. It's the Good Molecules Lightweight Daily Moisturizer. I feel like this is a very overlooked product ng Good Molecules, to be honest. Pero in fairness talaga kasi ang ganda ng consistency nito. Really, really good kapag gumagamit ka ng matatapang na acne medications. Honestly, ever since nagsimula akong gamitin yung moisturizer na to before I put my nighttime acne medications or my actives in general, parang bihirang-bihira na nai-irritate yung skin ko. Honestly, hindi ko alam kung bakit, but ang educated guess ko is probably because maraming emollients yung formulation na to. This has shea butter, this has avocado oil, and of course, fragrance-free siya. And also, I forgot to mention, yung hydrating ingredient pala nito is hyaluronic acid, just so you guys know. And one more thing, bago ko to ilagay sa face ko, I just want to show you guys because they recently came out with a smaller size of this and tuwang-tuwa talaga ako. Ito siya, it's the 30 ml variant and ito na talaga guys yung ginagamit ko sa lahat ng mga travels ko kasi kasyang-kasya siya dun sa lalagyan ko ng skincare. And I think also for those who kind of want to try this product first, medyo malaki nga to at 100 ml. So you can just try this first if you want. So anyway, i-apply ko na siya sa face ko and as you guys can see, this is a really like creamy type na moisturizer talaga siya. But I'll show you how fast that blends on my skin. Kita niyo naman, di ba? And what I like about this is nourishing siya but at the same time, it's not too heavy. And I think yung mga ganitong moisturizers talaga, ito yung mga hinahanap ng mga oily acne prone na nag-acne medications. Kasi kapag nag-acne medications ka, tas nag-gel type na moisturizer ka, I mean, it can work for some, but honestly, it doesn't kind of like soothe your skin as much. It doesn't help with yung mga dry patches as much. Kaya talaga mas maganda yung may balance siya of nourishing and hydrating at the same time. Kaya talaga gustong-gusto ko yung moisturizer na to. Gusto niyo nagkaklap ako, gustong-gusto ko talaga siya. Ganon. But anyway, now na nag-fully blend and absorb na yung moisturizer natin ng sobrang bilis lang, as in, di ba, bigla lang siyang nawala. Move na tayo to our next step and ito naman is a concern na talagang in-address ko this year. Again, if you've been watching my videos, you know that I've been using under-eye serums. Now, as a 29-year-old na magiging 30 na this 2025, gusto niyo yung paulit-ulit ko talaga siyang sinasabi. Pero ito na talaga yung masasabi kong parang unang sign of aging ko, and after consulting a dermatologist this year, nalaman ko na finally yung causes ng dark under eyes ko. As in, kami ni Doc Gail, gumamit pa kami ng machine to track yung causes talaga. And most of them, or a big or major part of ng dark under eyes ko is mostly yung kumukumpul-kumpul na wrinkles, giving it the illusion na parang dark siya. Now, sa mga hindi gets, alam niyo yung parang kunyari dun sa elbow nyo, yung kapag ginanan nyo siya, tapos kumukumpul-kumpul yung mga wrinkles niya, parang mas nagiging darker siya, may illusion na dark darker siya. Pero pag stretch yung ganyan, nawawala naman yung pagka-dark. So, that's the same illusion that can happen sa dark under eyes. Aside from that, meron din namang iba't ibang mga factors na may konting hyperpigmentation din sa mata ko. And yun nga, one of the bigger things that I learned dito sa journey na to is really mix siya of different factors. Yes, merong nangingibabaw na isa over the other, pero mostly talaga it's a mix. Now, as you guys know, one of the best ingredients talaga for yung wrinkling sa under eyes or just the signs of aging in general is of course retinol. But after a few months kasi parang hindi ako na-satisfy using just a 0.1% retinol serum. So ang ginawa ko is in-up ko siya with a slightly stronger retinol with a slightly stronger percentage. That's this one, and since medyo mas mataas yung percentage na to, hindi ko na siya pwedeng gamitin every night or medyo sinasanay ko pa yung skin ko na gamitin siyang every night. But just to prevent any potential irritation, I alternate it with a very gentle vitamin C serum. So unahin natin tong retinol ko. This is from one of my new favorite local brands, Kriya, and it's their 0.2% retinol plus peptide plus licorice serum. Meanwhile, ito namang vitamin C ko is again from the brand Good Molecules. It's their vitamin C serum with oryzanol. Nakakatawa yung pangalan, oryzanol, no? Diba? Oryzanol Madison. Huy! Ano ba yun? Sobrang sabaw mo, diba? Skincare routine to. Bakit biglang naging itbulaga? Now, I'll be honest with you guys, almost 2 months pa lang ako sa combination na to or sa pag-alternate ko nito every night. But I'm very excited to see kung ano yung magiging result because I feel like sobrang comprehensive yung natatakal ng duo na to. So, itong kay Kriya, I actually did a full review on this already. So, if you want to see that, check nyo na lang. Again, yung best Filipino serums na video ko. But basically, this has 0.2% encapsulated retinol. And again, dahil nga encapsulated siya, that means less chances for irritation, perfect for the under eyes, but it also has peptides to support retinol, especially for the signs of aging. Maganda silang duo, but this also has licorice for overall soothing and brightening. So itong si Kriya, ginagamit ko siya MWFS at night. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday nights, and then kapag TTHS, so Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday, ito namang si Good Molecules yung ginagamit ko. And since Thursday ngayon, let's use this one kay Good Molecules. Perfect kasi hindi ko pa rin naman to napag-uusapan with you guys. Now, a lot of you guys know na for the entire face, I'm not really a big fan of vitamin C. So, I decided to use itong vitamin C na to specifically sa under eye area ko because I've been told countless times na power combo talaga ang vitamin C and ang retinol. And of course, since under eyes yung pinag-uusapan natin, I can't use pure vitamin C kasi masusunog yung under eyes ko, diba? Di lalo siyang na-irritate, lalo siya nag-darken. And perfect kasi itong kay Good Molecules uses an 8% vitamin C combination of ascorbyl glucoside, one of the best vitamin C derivatives that can offer all the 3 benefits of vitamin C na pure. It's an antioxidant, it's collagen boosting, and it's also brightening. But aside from that, this also has magnesium ascorbyl phosphate, which is more on the collagen boosting benefit siya, meaning perfect talaga siya for the under eyes. But aside from that, meron din tong, nakalagay na nga sa pangalan niya, yung oryzanol, which is basically an antioxidant. And again, very welcome yun because that works really well with vitamin C. Vitamin C also being an antioxidant. And also, meron din tong 1% kojic acid ester. And yes, I know kojic acid, baka akalanin ninyong sobrang matapang to, but the keyword here is ester. So, meaning, it's parang derivative siya ng kojic acid, or just think kojic acid that's made more gentle and less irritating on the skin. So, makuha mo lahat ng benefits ng kojic acid without the side effect of irritation, or potentially without the side effect of irritation. But of course, ingat-ingat pa rin, and there's also a reason kung bakit ina-alternate ko to. I don't use it with retinol. Kahit technically pwede, but ako kasi personally, I don't like to risk it so much with my under eyes kasi kapag merong nangyari dyan, kapag na-irritate yan, magda-darken pa yan lalo. So, diba, wag na every other night na lang natin gamitin, and wag na natin isabay with retinol. But anyway, if you do want an update on my under eye routine in the next few months, do let me know, or kung yung results gusto nyong makita, I'll be very happy to share more info on it kasi feeling ko for 2025, parang gusto ko pa siya lalong i-address and i-work on. Alright, and now moving to the next step of our routine. Ito, heart and soul talaga siya ng routine ko. It's one of the main things talaga na kailangan kong ilagay every night, and it is my acne medication. And at this point, it's still the same thing. We have our very matapang but very compatible talaga sa acne-prone skin ko na 0.1% tretinoin. Na ito guys, parang forever ko na ito gagamitin talaga, especially since ngayon ang concern ko is not just acne but also the signs of aging. This seems to be the best option sa Pilipinas. Unless of course magka-tazarotene dito, which I really wanna try. Baka pag-isipan ko. Now, to be completely honest with you guys and makakapag-relate yung mga nakapag-take ng same medication as me, wala pa rin tatalo talaga sa pagka-clear ng skin ko when I was on isotretinoin. Isotretinoin is yung oral na acne medications, pero hindi rin kasi pwedeng forever yon. So, ito yung ginagamit namin ng derm ko as maintenance. And I think probably this is already the best option along with benzoyl peroxide in the morning. Pero nung nag-isotretinoin kasi ako, parang consistent yon. Parang sobrang bihirang-bihira talaga ako nagkaka-breakout. And my skin wasn't as oily. I also don't know why, parang hindi ako as pawisin on isotretinoin. Pinapawisan pa rin naman ako, pero less pawisin. I don't know why. But with tretinoin, I mean, nakita nyo naman, clear pa rin yung skin ko. I am still very grateful. But I do get yung mga breakouts from time to time. Minsan nagkaka-tiny bumps pa rin ako. And yes, those are considered breakouts. Yung mga tiny bumps, they're called comedonal acne. So nagkakaganon pa rin ako sa jawline area ko and nag-oily pa rin yung skin ko throughout the day. As in, dito talaga sa T-zone ko, sobrang nag-oily. Pero weird, kasi yung mga breakouts ko, nangyayari siya mainly dito sa jawline ko. I mean, nothing too extreme na kailangan kong i-up yung medications ko or that I have to, you know, take stronger medications. There was a time though, mga mid-2024 na medyo dumami talaga yung red na galit na pimples ko dito sa jawline area. As in, almost nodular or cystic na siya. Yung mga parang bukol yung feeling. So for that, yung derm ko, well, in-inject niya yung mga parang malalaki kong pimples para mag-flat na siya faster. And then, nag-prescribe siya ng oral antibiotics temporarily lang kasabay ng mga current na medications na tinatake ko. So again, do not take your antibiotics forever. Delikado yun. But yeah, so as you guys can see, yung tretinoin lang talaga yung ginagamit ko na acne medication during the nighttime unlike before. Kasi sabi rin ng derm ko na kapag sinabayan ko pa siya ng other actives or other acne medications na matatapang din, baka ma-irritate na yung skin ko masyado. Pero ito talaga, masasabi ko guys, yung tretinoin, ito yung main active na kailangan ko talaga siya magamit every night. Mawala na yung mga serums ko, pero ito talaga yung must na must sa gabi. But I also do want to mention, there is one day of the week na hindi ko ginagamit itong tretinoin, and that is every Sunday night because that's when I use my exfoliant. So I use itong kay Saipo. It's their Drop Disc Exfoliating Toner. Instead of tretinoin sa Sunday night, ito yung ginagamit ko. Reason being, that's just for me to get the full benefits ng isang leave-on na exfoliant. Kasi for me, it really makes a difference. As in, ito 1 to 2 times a week ko lang siya ginagamit, but it really made a difference in, you know, lessening yung breakouts ko, mas mabilis na mag-fade yung dark spots ko because exfoliants really have a lot of benefits. And yes, pwede mo rin makuha lahat ng mga benefits na yon even if 1 to 2 times a week mo lang siyang ginagamit. You don't have to exfoliate every day. As in, hindi talaga, ako personally, yung parang max na number ko na that I would exfoliate, probably 3 times a week, pero sobrang rare yon. Most of the time, once a week lang talaga ako. Special occasions, siguro mga Sunday, sometimes Wednesday nights, pero Sunday lang talaga yung pinaka-sanay ako. I don't even remember the last time na twice a week ako nag-exfoliate. Pero as you guys know, dahil hindi naman Sunday ngayon, as of the time na sinushoot ko to, hindi ko siya gagamitin for this routine. So, move na tayo sa next step. Alright, and last but not the least, ito, optional na lang siya depending on whether meron kang active pimple or paparating na pimple. This is of course my spot treatment. And for this one, surprise, I'm actually using something new. Very interesting. It's the brand Dr. O and it's their Spotless Pink Mud. And I do say that it's kind of like a spin-off of Oxycure kasi nakita ko siya na binebenta sa same store ng Oxycure. Kaya din parang nakita ko na, okay, baka medyo reliable din yung product na to. As an Oxycure lover, and pangalan pa lang, you guys already know, I think pang ilang entry na to sa pink mud na market dito sa Pilipinas. Pero in fairness I think this is the closest to Oxycure na masasabi ko. Because just like Oxycure, meron din tong 2% salicylic acid and it even has niacinamide as well. And again, yun yung mga go-to ingredients ko kasi sa mga spot treatments. And again, in mud form, usually meron silang either zinc oxide or kaolin, again, which just really helps dry out the spot. And additionally, kung zinc oxide siya, it also helps calm the spot. Now, another reason why I like this is because, tingnan nyo naman, di ba, nasa convenient na siya na tube packaging. Instead of bumibili ka ng sobrang daming sachet, I think ito talaga mas economical siya. And of course, it's also very travel friendly. Diba? Parang ang dali lang ilagay doon sa parang skincare na kit mo. But anyway, check ko lang sa mirror yung spot ko para precisely ko siyang malalagay. Meron akong incoming pimple dito, so lalagyan din natin siya. Nakakaloka na. Magkatabi pa talaga silang tumubo. Meron din ako, I don't know if this is going to be a pimple, pero lagyan na rin natin siya just to be safe. Also, dito sa baba. And ayan na siya, just 3 spots here. Actually, technically, 4 to. Ito na parang nag-merge silang dalawa. Siguro ang masasabi ko lang sa brand na to right now is online exclusive pa lang siya. But again, don't worry, ililink ko na lang to sa description box leading to its official and authentic store. Of course, along with the other products na minention ko in this video para hindi na kayo mahirapang hanapin sila. And also guys, I just want to say thank you so much for supporting my videos throughout 2024. Last video ko na to for this year and I hope to see you guys more for 2025. I'm also gonna be leaving my favorite videos that I made this year ng 2024 that I think will be very, very helpful sa community. So ilalagay ko sila dito. And as always guys, thank you so much for watching and I will see you in 2025. Bye!